Ladies and gentlemen of wet shaving, thank you for joining me once again. Today we're going to be using the Lupo 0.95. I'm going to use third use Nasset in there. I'm going to be doing a sample of King R Emporium that was given to me by Christopher Williams over at DE Razor Shaving. I'll put a link to his channel in the information section below. And for brush, we're going to be using Some Making Required. This is the Noir brush number 64 with a That Darn Rob old school V5 knot. We'll be back in a second. And we're back. All right, I got this loaded up. We'll see what happens here. I feel like I'm overloaded. So for people who don't know, King R Emporium is a CK6 PAA made soap that is a exclusive to Razor Emporium, and I've heard very good things about it. I made it known that I was very intrigued by it, and Christopher Williams sent me a sample. Very nice guy, and I've been sitting on it for far too long, so I wanted to give that a shot. I think I put too much in the bowl and overloaded the brush, so that's why I'm not going to try to get too crazy with what I can produce with the lather in the bowl. We'll see what happens on the face. We'll do mostly a face lather. I was initially today going to do a head-to-head between the DLC Lupo and the 72, but tonight is date night. I want to look good. I ended up having some stuff to do during the day, so I'm ahead of the hours that I thought I was going to have of hair growth. I thought, why not just go ahead and use that big boy? And we'll see. I do want to do that head-to-head, but I'll probably use a little, I would like to, want to do the open comb one, I'd like to have a day off in between so I can get some, like just extra hair growth so I can see how effective that open comb side is. So I think I'm going to take tomorrow off, come back with the dual comb plate, and then do my head-to-head on Monday. The scent on this is, I couldn't place it for you. I know what it's based on. It's based on the old, Gillette used to make these shaving sticks that were available in their shaving kits, and this was based on that. The funny thing is that I feel like it's very reminiscent of Wanderer by Zingarian, which a lot of people call a barbershop scent. So maybe you could classify this as a barbershop, but I know it was based on a specific product from Gillette that was only produced for a limited time long, long ago. But the performance of the CK6 is just awesome. The brush has the TDR V5 knot, which is an incredible performer. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but the V5 knot was what Rob Moffett felt was kind of the pinnacle of the knots that he's had created for his brushes. And so every knot since in his lineup has been based on the V5. So this is kind of the original batch, as it were. Now, another thing is I want to have fresh Nasset blades available for the head-to-head, and I wanted to use this one last time, get this third use out of the way, so I didn't have a ton of blades laying around the bathroom. So here we go with the 9.5. That's very smooth. Not too much blade feel. This is not as aggressive as I was expecting. According to the Razorock chart that I showed yesterday, maybe I'll throw that up in here again, but according to that Razorock chart, this is now the most aggressive offering that they have. I'm a glutton for punishment though, so maybe you shouldn't trust me, but this does not feel as aggressive as I was expecting. Do a little feel around. Everything's good. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna apply some more water. Just move on through. Yeah, the blade feel, it doesn't feel a crazy amount different than the 72 did, honestly, as far as, it doesn't feel like there's any sort of crazy step up in blade feel. Of course, the easiest part of this is always that with the grain at the start, so let's see what happens here. See, I got that ugly pimple on my face. All right. Across the grain, let's roll. I will say one of the cool features here is you can get real close to your nose because this little step here has no blade tab sticking out, and it's not engaged with the with the sides of that either. So you can kind of use that as a feeler for how close you are. So I'm just really paying attention to how everything feels. I'm feeling like this gets us up into the highly efficient. This is incredibly efficient. Well, I have decided for myself I gotta order this soap for sure. All right, I'll add a little more to the, to get underneath here. Try to get some of this excess from the bowl. So on the across the grain, I did feel a little more, I guess, just from going across the pores a little bit, you can feel that little added blade feel. That's where I felt the distinction between the 0.72 and the 0.95. Just feel, this is a thirsty one, so. And the neck can use all the slickness that it can take. Never try to be stingy there, because that's where all of the irritation that I've ever had comes from. All right. Quick rinse off. Add a little more, because now I got to do the crisscross. I'm gonna add a little here. Yeah, I'm still finding the occasional hair there on the upstroke. All right, that's gonna be that. So after going all the different passes, like on the with the grain, I couldn't really feel a difference, but I could feel some added blade feel with the across the grain and against. I'm not certain. What I'm gonna do is, like with yesterday, I didn't really comment at all on the long-term efficiency of it, because I think that you kind of have to see how long does it take until you start feeling stubble again. Because some of these razors, when we get up to this efficiency level, they're designed so like you're not gonna feel anything for 24 hours. Wow, there's a lot of soap in my goatee. Okay. All right. Christopher Williams was kind enough to send along this little sample tube, which I believe he put together himself. So I'm gonna see what this splash does for me. I'm gonna try to get only about half of it in there. Oh, we're going for all of it. I got what I would normally use, and there was only a quarter of it left, so. Scent-wise, it doesn't feel as related to the soap as I expected. Nice little burn to it. There may be menthol in there. Okay, well, let's see. Put that away. I will apply some, I've been wanting to use this, so some soothing aftershave balm from Chicago grooming company. I think this was the Oleo branded one. go, just a little bit. It's got a full opening, so you don't want to get too much there. Awesome. Okay. It's a very nice, very efficient razor. I'm not feeling anything anywhere. So, as I said, there was more blade feel than the 72. So if you're curious about, or if you're averse to blade feel, it might not be the one. But the 72 felt incredibly mild and also highly efficient. So if you're on the fence about the smoothness or whatever, I would say leaning towards the 72 is a safe one. This isn't dramatically different, but I want to thank you guys for joining me. I had a great shave, and hopefully I can see you guys again soon, probably Saturday. Take care.